you. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name is Patricia, and if you're new to this channel, thank you for coming, and please click the subscribe button. If you're old to the channel, you can already tell I'm in a new place, and I love it so much. Now in this particular video, I'll be taking you through the steps and everything we did to move from New York to Florida, and how we made the move that much more easier. We moved at like everything happened so fast. Literally we had to move in a week, and we had to pack up everything in a day. So I'll be giving you the tips that helped us. Hopefully they could help you out as well, and in the coming videos I could show you around this new place. I love it so much. We love it so much, and compared to New York, oh my gosh, of course this is the Sunshine State, so hello. Anyway, stay tuned and let's get into it. So we use this company 1-800-PACKRAT. They deliver the container at your door, and they are supposed to give you literally about 3 days to pack. Unfortunately, they arrived late, so I had so little time to pack, and this is how it looked inside. And then I found these wardrobe boxes off of Amazon. It was actually a pack of 3. I think 2 would have been enough because I sold so many. I donated most of my clothes. I'd sold so many other things in the house, so we could travel light. Anyway, this is how it looks inside. So if you have wardrobe that you don't want to fold up, these are the perfect boxes. What I did is even the foldable clothes I put in the bottom of the boxes, and then I sealed everything up like you can see in the video. This was so much like it was stressful for me. There are those pieces of clothes you don't want to ruin, so having something like this is definitely a bonus. I love these boxes so much. I'll be linking them in the description box down below if you are interested. So this was actually before they even brought the containers in. So I did the clothes first, and I thought to myself, you know what, I got this. Unfortunately, oh my gosh, packing is so much work. You don't understand how many times my husband begged me to have people come over and help with the packing. He's there over in the window. He's working at the moment in the video. So many times he pleaded to me to get people to pack for us, but I am so like, I love my things my way. Of course my son is helping, not really helping, complaining, making my work that much harder. Anyway, such a sweet boy. So I had my husband come out as well and sort through his clothes, those that he wanted to take and those he wanted to donate. And then I started with the packing. You guys, I should have listened to my husband, because because of COVID, I didn't want us to be exposed to anyone. Plus, I feel like if you hire people to put boxes in for you, they'll just toss everything around. And I had so many items that I just wanted to handle with so much care. And I'm that personality that doesn't like to command. I should change that, but I don't like commanding people. I always feel like people are mature enough to do stuff. Unfortunately, that's not the case, and I feel awkward telling people, no, do it that way. So I would rather do it myself. So those were the first boxes I loaded, and I kept loading and loading, and I felt to myself, yeah, I got this. I kept loading the truck, loading the van, and the number one tip I used to make my move cheaper is I used old boxes from Amazon from all the shipments we'd been having. We kept the boxes, so we only bought the wardrobe boxes. That was it. All the other boxes we had. And my husband was like, no, I gotta help you. So he came and helped. Of course, he's macho, so he uses 3 boxes at once. I do 2 boxes at a time. He came and helped out a little bit, but he had to work, so yeah, I went back to it. He's like, are you sure? I'm like, yep, I got this. So I kept loading the van. The other thing that you definitely should have when you're moving is the tape to seal. Now the tape was very helpful, and also labels. These boxes, if you can see, a few of the white things are labels, and also they have other packs that I got off of Amazon that actually label whether it's going to the kitchen or the bedroom, the master, whatever you're going to put it into. and it helps you when you're unloading. Of course, for sure, no questions asked, I'm using people to unload. Yeah, this is all the mess that has to go in the van. The house is still like, are you kidding? So this was the following day. As soon as I woke up in my PJs, I'm like, I got this. I went back to it. So I started loading again. Anyway, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, you see the Amazon fresh boxes, I kept those too. They were very helpful. And look at my helpful son helping mommy. And then I had to call my husband to help with the mattress. This mattress is so heavy, you guys. And then he helped me move it, and at the last stage I just pushed it all the way in. And that's the generator as well. Most of the things we had in the house we sold, and this is something I've learned. I'm not so attached to items anymore. I mean, you can always buy them new, and during a move you don't know what will get damaged along the way. So most of the things like the couch and all the TVs, we had 3 big TVs, we had to sell all those. So while I was working, my husband decided to surprise me with a huge, oh my gosh, you guys, you don't understand. This is the largest slice of watermelon I've ever seen. And I'm doing the happy dance. Back to work. So that's how many boxes so far I have in there. And then there is a trick I wanted to share with you. So I have this big duvet. I bought these space savers off of Amazon. Literally, you need this if you're moving or if you're traveling on a plane, even for a vacation. These are a lifesaver. So you put in whatever it is, so especially duvets are so huge, or even other clothes. I did this for all my clothes. And then you use a vacuum. I think they're called the vacuum sealers. So you use a vacuum and you vacuum out all the air. Did you see how huge it was in the beginning? You guys, this is like magic. You should see how it looks after vacuuming it. It saves that much more space that you could use for so many other things. And then I step on it a little bit until it's like all small and thin. And then seal it up. And yeah, that's what it looks like. So light, so tiny. Can you believe that? Anyway, so I went on and kept loading the van. Those are our golf clubs. There's a beautiful golf course around here, so that was supposed to come with us. And then these IKEA baskets. I just figured out that you could actually unwrap them, because if I left them open, that would be more space lost. Like, these are the big baskets, you can't fold them, so that is. But the other thing that you could do is put stuff into those baskets, so they also act as boxes. That way you use even that much less space. So I don't know, that's the magazine rack. Tried to sell it, nobody bought it, and I love it, so I'm like, I'm taking it with me. You guys, we left behind so much stuff. It just couldn't fit in this thing. We underestimated how much stuff we had in the house. So I had a few things that were dear to me, like this beautiful painting and this mirror for some reason, and this sassy picture of a little girl. I got that picture from my friends actually, so I couldn't leave these things behind. Those I had to go with. So I'm showing you how I was able to, because I couldn't get the original packaging for these things. So this is how I packaged them. So they don't get broken. Now we'll see what happens when we open up the container once we arrive, but for now this seemed to work perfectly. So I used cardboards from Amazon, and one of those manila papers they use for wrapping. I used it around the mirror so it doesn't crack on the edges, and I also put it on the top of the mirror, and I cut up other boxes that I put right on top of the mirror. Then I taped everything together. Now I did this for all the other paintings as well, and did I mention you need a lot of tape? And then I use this tape gun. I still do not understand how this thing works. It was so much harder than that smaller tape you get from the post office. Now my little son coming out to help. Such a helper. Or playing. I don't know which one. So I wrapped it all around, and I felt like this was the most stable way to put this together. Also had a tiny time for a photo shoot for my baby to mark our last time in the place. Now this is how the truck looked that evening, and that's us leaving. You guys, it was more packed than that. And yeah, we left in the morning actually, and that was the airport. My son getting on the plane for the first time. Maybe I should do for you a separate video about that. He was so good. I was so impressed. He's usually not even come in the car, but he was so calm. Bye. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.